Hi, and welcome to my video review of the Sentey GS-3510 Nebulus Elite Gaming Series mouse. I wanted to say before I start anything else that this is being done on a Mac. The mouse is not listed as being Mac compatible, but in fact it is, so I want to talk about that in a moment. Anyway, as to what you get a nice box with the mouse. Opens up. When you first get it, there's a plastic cover over this. I just took it out because I'm going to be showing the mouse in a second. And inside you obviously have the mouse, which we'll talk about in just a moment. Driver disc, which works for PCs, and if I were you, I would go to Sentey.com and just download it from the support site. It's probably going to be newer than what you get with it, and plus these little discs can wreak havoc on CD-ROM drives, even if you still have one of those. You also get this little case, which I'll explain in just a moment. And finally, you get a user manual. User manual in case you don't know how to use your mouse. I don't think you'll probably be reading it. Anyway, as I said, this is listed as being Mac, actually not listed as being Mac compatible, but it is. Let me explain a couple of things about how it works. First of all, I'm doing this on a Mac, and I have a system preferences called USB overdrive installed. That might be helping with enabling the keys to work, but I think a lot of this functionality is just innate to the mouse. You don't need a driver for it, or it just works on the Mac, which would surprise me. Let's see what you have with the mouse. First of all, it's a nice design. It's very ergonomic. The buttons press easily. It's as you can see, you've got your primary and secondary buttons. It's symmetrical, so if you are left-handed, you just have to reverse which button is which. The mouse does not really care which hand you're using it in. Anyway, primary and secondary buttons. Scroll wheel clicks for the third button. Fourth and fifth buttons are on the sides. You can see it pulses this nice little glowing blue pulse. That's probably something you can alter with the PC drivers. On the Mac, it just seems to be built in. You have a DPI button. That DPI button works also on a Mac. You can tell because as you click the DPI button, that went from red to yellow. Now it will go from yellow to green. Then it will turn off, and then it will turn back to red. And you can't see this, but this mouse is actually connected to my display. And as I click the DPI button, it actually significantly affects the DPI. You can tell because the mouse moves very differently as I click this. So if you are a Mac user, this mouse is going to work for you right out of the box. If you get something like USB overdrive, you're going to be able to program it to use. So you're going to get the same usage as someone on a PC, except I'm guessing for the ability to probably alter the pulsing blue on the sides, which, maybe that's key to you, but not necessarily critical to most people. Also, you might get other functionality, but I think with USB overdrive, you get pretty much everything. Laser on the bottom. Something else to see on the bottom is this little tray here that enables you to take these weights out. There are, I don't know, 9 of them maybe? Yeah, 9 of them. You can take them out one at a time to get the weighting exactly how you want it. I'm not a good enough gamer for that to matter. The mouse actually seems like a very good weight to me right off the bat. If you like it lighter, all this is this is the case. If you take the lid off, let's see if I can get it off. It doesn't come off super easily, but it does come off. This is where you put the extra weights. So if you've decided, hey, I have too much weight in my mouse and I want to put it somewhere else, you can keep it nice and safe in here. I'm guessing that for most of you, you're never going to use this little case anyway. I will say the lid doesn't want to go back on very easily, so I'll put that on after the review's done. But basically, it's a very ergonomic mouse. It can be used in either hand, exactly the same way. Because it is a mouse that can be used for either hand, you might feel that on whichever hand you're using it, you're going to find this finger here or here maybe feels like it's being pushed a little bit too far out, because otherwise the thumb wouldn't feel exactly right on the other side. So because it's symmetrical like this, it might feel a little different to your hand, but actually after using it for a little bit, I got quite used to it. Responsiveness is excellent. The laser provides fantastic responsiveness. The DPI button does exactly what it says it does and gives you the control that you really want. I'm saying this as a Mac user. I'm getting all the functionality I need out of this. As a PC user, I don't know what else you gain other than pulsing blue lights, and I don't know, but it cannot be worse for you if you're a PC user. And if you are a Mac user, especially if you get that USB overdrive or similar system preference, it's going to work absolutely fine for you. For the price, which is under $20, it's just a super quality mouse. Feels really good. Looks pretty sharp. Hopefully the color of the DPI you like is the color you like on the LED, because at least on the Mac, those colors aren't switchable. On the PC, for all I know, they are. Anyway, as far as my opinion goes on this, I think that the Nebula mouse, or Nebulus mouse rather, is exceptionally good mouse. Very nice feel, very nice weighting, perfect symmetry for left or right-handed people, and I think just really, really sharp looking. So, recommended.